Now, when looking back in the history of Pokemon cards, you might have seen some that have some weird abilities. Rather, they stop your opponent from playing the game, or they limit one factor. And I'm not talking about necessarily the best Pokemon cards ever created, although some of them, they might be in this list. I'm talking about the cards that make your opponent want to scoop on the spot. So today, we're going to look at the most toxic Pokemon cards in history. But because this is a part 2 of this video, I'll link the first part down below. But let's go see some more toxic Pokemon in history. Ah, I'm itchy. Oh, I got a rash. Oh my, what is that green thing? Oh.
If you ask any modern player what's the most annoying card, as long as they're not a Dragon Ball player, they're gonna say this card. We got Budu. 30 HP? 10 damage? There's no way this card's that annoying. But it is. If you go first and you miss any sort of item search, you don't get to bench anything, I guarantee Budu's coming in the active and saying bye-bye items. And you know what? You're gonna top deck on your second turn an item card to search the Pokemon you wanted on the first turn. That's how annoying Budu is. I mean, maybe it's balanced because it only has 30 HP. How can we make Budu more unbalanced? What if we gave it 150 more HP? If we do that, it's called Seismitoad EX. This card was like Budu on steroids. It has an actual usable second attack. I don't care about that attack. I only care about the first one. My opponent gets no items. And guess what? If you have no items, you know how long it's going to take you to do any sizable damage to 180 HP Seismitoad EX? You're probably not going to do that. You know why? Because I'm using Hypnotoxic Laser to poison you and put you to sleep. So no items, I'm ticking damage on you, you're poisoned, and you're asleep. And if I put the right stadium, you're even more poisoned. So that 30 damage ends up stacking a lot, and you don't get to play any cards from your hand. Thinking about Seismitoad EX and Budu EX, I almost said EX. That's how busted and annoying Budu is. I almost called it an EX. So thinking about those cards, hey, at least you get items during your first turn, no matter what, right? What if I told you there's a way for you to never play items? That's where Vileplume shows up. This Pokemon's ability says each player can't play any items from his or her deck. Let me read that again if you didn't get it. Each player can't play any item cards from his or her hand. Well, I mean, it's an evolution, right? So at least they can't do it instantly, right? Introducing Forest of Giant Plants. They can literally do and play and evolve to Vileplume going first on their first turn, meaning you will never play an item card the whole game. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty annoying.
All I'm saying is I would never battle Erica in the Pokemon TCG.
At least Pokemon recognize that this type of mechanic is so annoying and broken that when they remade that Super Grass Stadium, they specifically put in the wording, you can't use it on your first turn. I don't know how no one did play testing for this card and like saw that it was busted and annoying. It should have always been not during your first turn, but I'm not Mr. Pokemon. Now that we talked about item lock, let's go over some items that you couldn't play if someone used Itchy Paw on you. First item is Reset Stamp. It says your opponent shuffles their hand into their deck and draws a card for each of their remaining prize cards. That's just like Yono. That's just like N. But it's an item card, meaning you could literally play it before your opponent gets a turn. We just got rid of Yono in the G format rotation. That card was already broken. What if you could do it as an item? And now you can play a busted supporter too? Oh my god, bro. This next card is so devious. You know the main way to win a Pokemon game? You know, you knock out your opponent's Pokemon, you draw some prize cards. None of that. You could knock me out, but no prize cards are taken. We got Lily's Poké Doll. Just as annoying as Budu, you know, we got that 30 HP. 30 HP is kind of like a secret code on how to know if a Pokemon's annoying, I guess. This one, you can play it at any time, just like it's a normal 30 HP Pokemon, but it's an item. And the little text at the bottom says, this card can't retreat. I don't care about that. If this card's knocked out, your opponent can't take any prize cards for it. I care a lot about that. So, you throw this in the active, you play a bunch of annoying cards, all of these cards that we've been talking about, and the ones in the next section just to annoy your opponent. They're having struggles just trying to set up, and then they finally knock out this active 30 HP Lily's Poké Doll. And they can't even take any prizes for it. Then guess what I'm going to do next turn? promote the other one and just start playing the most annoying cards again. So like, my opponent can never take prize cards, meaning they can't win because they're not gonna deck me out.
Do I gotta say anything for this card, man? It's exactly like Lily's Polka Doll, except you have to start it on your first turn. And not only that, I thought 30 HP was annoying. 120 HP? Oh my. You're gonna have an EX attacking this dude. And on top of that, they still can't take a prize? Oh. Next one, bro. Next one.
Man, get this chug card out of here!
Well, trainers, those are the most toxic Pokemon in history. And if you want more, leave a like, honestly. And go in the comments and tell me if you have one of your most toxic Pokemon cards. I read every single one of those comments. And hey, if you always want more videos like this, subscribe. But I'll see y'all. I'm out.
Okay, what's the next one? Okay. We only have 2 supporters?
Oh my god, bruh.
Oh, what is it? They say let's put 1 and 1 together.
You can put up. Okay. Oh.